In this video, we are going to go full fanboy and give 5 reasons why Ashes of Creation will succeed. Ashes of Creation will succeed with its role-playing and immersion, world building, dungeon design, player-driven systems, combat, and Steven Sharif. First, role-playing and immersion. Role-playing is a big part of MMOs that people often gloss over, but for me, immersion and role-playing is a big reason why I play MMOs. And Intrepid is fully embracing this side of the game. When I say role-playing, I am not talking about this or this. I am talking about having your character, who you can personify if you want, creating space in the world of Vera. It's about writing your own character story by the quests you go on, the relationships you make, the guilds you join, the players you kill, the towns you help build or destroy, and so on. You carve out your own niche in the world. Your role-playing experience has likely already begun as you have imagined what race you want to be and what class you have chosen. The team at Intrepid are doing an amazing job at creating an immersive and RP-friendly world. For example, we have macro-level role-playing, such as religions and deity worship, guild organizations, citizenships and towns, castles and castle regions, a mayoral system, and we have more personal RP elements such as player housing, both instance departments and open world homes, a wide array of interactive emotes, family organizations, a marriage system, temporary bus for sleeping in the same bed with another character.
If you are married in game and your spouse is sleeping with you in that bed, you get a different type of benefit. There's a different type of animal husbandry going on there.
We have only been given small bits here and there, but the lore of Vera and the different races feel alive. We have the ancients, the apocalypse, the sacrifice of the goddess of creation, and the upcoming return to Vera, aka launch day. Second, world building. The world of Vera is beautiful. You can already tell, even on Alpha Island, that the environment and the dungeons are going to be integral to the story. The environment will show you if corruption has ravaged an area. The underworld and its luminous glow tells us about a society and a biome cut off from the surface. Third, dungeon design. Dungeons will be 20% instanced and 80% open world. This will organically create pressure points between players fighting for finite resources. It reminds me of Devil Swords and Devil Sword Leather in Ngoro Basin. It adds another element of scarcity and uncertainty to dungeons. Even grinding for materials and gold will be exciting, as other players could challenge you at any moment. Dungeons will also scale with difficulty as you clear rooms faster or slower, and harder dungeons will yield better rewards. Dungeons will also increase in difficulty the deeper you go in them. Furthermore, dungeon development will be linked to node progression, meaning that the deeper layers of the dungeon will unlock as the node linked to that dungeon progresses. This creates an entirely different social element to dungeon resources. Suppose the special ore needed to craft your legendary sword only drops from the deepest, darkest layer of that special dungeon. This means that you will have to first convince entire communities of people to level up a certain node to max level to unlock the deepest, darkest caverns of that dungeon. That is wild. Again, social interactions will be necessary, which is a good thing. There will be a point where even the solo players will have to join a guild to progress. This leads me to my fourth point, player-driven systems. Nodes or cities will be built and destroyed by players. Mayors and governments will be determined by players. Different node types will have different systems for determining mayors. For example, there will be player elections, battle royale fights to the death, most quests completed, etc. AOC is factionless, meaning that player enemies will be determined by you and the organizations that you belong to. All social systems will be determined by player choice. Vera could turn into the Lord of the Flies or the Hunger Games real fast, which is fantastic. Fifth, Ashes will succeed with its combat. But Surma, didn't your last video have that combat changes that Ashes needs to fix? Yes, but that video focused more on the tactile or execution side of combat. However, AOC's overarching combat systems are fantastic. Ashes has castle sieges and city sieges where communities and guilds can fight over control of regions and resources. The corruption system will heavily discourage PKing. There will be caravan systems where guilds' tax revenue will be transported, giving real monetary reasons to either attack or defend. Communities can declare war on each other, allowing players to PK without the corruption debuff. These sandbox elements will give longevity to the game, allowing characters and communities to forge their own stories, creating an endgame cycle of creation and destruction. Finally, Ashes of Creation will succeed because of Steven Sharif. Steven is passionate, driven, and rich. He is a player coach. He is building a game that will make him money, but he is also building a world where people can get lost in and write their own story. I don't love all of the cosmetic monetization, but man, it is better than anything we have out there. There will be no pay to win, besides the founder's early start. But besides that, there will be no pay to win. Steven is self-funding, meaning Ashes won't have the external pressures to ship out expansions or updates before they are ready. And exploitative monetization tactics should remain out of the game. Steven, don't let us down. These are the 6 reasons reasons why Ashes of Creation will succeed. I will see you in the next one. Peace.